Hi everyone, my name is Jenna Graziani and I am Holly's virtual assistant. Today we are doing a very special live. I am going to talk about our communication plan and how we execute that together. So first, to have a communication plan executed, you need to have a plan. So I'm going to go through what Holly does, then what she sends to me, and then what I do with it, including what to post and a little bit about the Facebook algorithm. I'm also sharing with you my content calendar today, which I actually use. So look out for that. So that's the basic outline. So we're going to get started since we did have some tech issues, but that will not get us down. So first, Holly has her plan. She loosely does it, like a very high level, at the beginning of each month. So I know exactly what the topics are going to be. So for example, she'll say this week where Monday is going to have a certain topic, Tuesday maybe is going to be about messaging, etc. And she plans the live videos ahead of time, which was really awesome because then I can post about them. So that's the first step, is to just have a general plan of action to go for. So the other thing is you basically need to know what you are saying. That sounds really simple, but sometimes it's not. So you need to know what your message is, what you're saying to your audience, and what your goals for the week are. So are you trying to book calls? Are you trying to get people to sign up for your new program? Or maybe you have a freebie that you're giving out. So that is also something that Holly includes in her plan, her monthly plan and weekly plan. So each week I get this information from Holly, and then I organize it all into a content calendar. It's called a content calendar technically, but it's really just a Google Doc with colors and links and stuff, which you'll see. So the first thing I do is put her content into our CRM, which is we use ConvertKit, and then I post it to her blog. That's important because you'll want the blog links. So, Holly, do you have any questions for me so far? If you do, if you are on live and have any questions, please just drop them down and I'm happy to answer anything. If you're watching the replay, we will be hanging out on Facebook as well. So any questions, just post them. So once I get all the information from Holly, which is great, it's super important to have that information. You can use it for blog posts, videos, and everything else online. So first, I fill in the blanks of my content calendar. We want to share our links. Yes, that's really important. Take out your subscriber tag name if you're posting it to a blog, or if you're posting the content anywhere else. That is really important. So that is also something that I do. If you are doing the same content for your blog post, also along that same line, make sure if you have something that says like, please reply to this email, make sure on the blog post you change it to, please send me an email with the link to your email. That's really important because if people see that you're just like reusing content like that and are super lazy, they're not gonna like you. So, yes. So once Holly has her really specific content, so she sends it to me with every single thing, like the links that she wants, the time that it needs to go out, and the goal, literally everything, pictures, everything. So I'm giving everything just for the email. And from the email, I turn it into Instagram posts. We do 2 Instagrams a day and 3 Facebook posts a day. So now I'm going to talk about what I actually post and what you should be keeping in mind when you're posting. So links. I mentioned links to your blog posts. Maybe you're doing blogs, maybe you're doing videos, any of those things. You'll want to keep track of those links. And if you're doing calls, strategy calls, whatever you want to call them, or if you're doing a free gift, save those links. Okay, so the important thing with links, and our friend Albert, which is what I call the Facebook algorithm, does not like when you share the same link too many times. So while we do want our followers to see this content, we do not want to spam our followers with those links. So here is one example about clickbait. So don't post clickbait. And I know you might be thinking, okay, I would never post clickbait, but it's really simple to do accidentally. So how Albert recognizes clickbait is if someone clicks onto your link and immediately leaves. So one of the reasons someone might immediately leave is if your content is not what you said it was. So the best way to combat that is to tell people why they're clicking your link and exactly what they're going to get. Be as specific as possible, because if people click links, if they click a post that they're really interested in because you told them what it was going to be about and they're interested, they'll hang out on your website, and Albert will tell Facebook to tell other people that they should read this link too. So that is how to combat clickbait. If you want to have something consistently linked on your Facebook, you can use the little blue button at the top. It says sign up, email me, whatever, and you can direct people to that button as well. Yes, I did it. Albert, if you're just hopping on, Albert is what I call the Facebook algorithm, because saying Facebook algorithm is just too much sometimes. So, and I hang out with Albert a lot. So that is with links. You can also do this on Instagram. I think they call it the call to action at the top of your business profile, only if you have a business profile, and you can change it to email me, call me, sign up, or whatever. So if you have a link that you constantly want people to be clicking on, probably your opt-in would be the best for this. You can do that as well and encourage people in your posts. Like if it's an Instagram post, you can say click my website if it's your website, or you can say click the button on my page. So that is something that you can say. Albert does not really like if you say like or share this post, so that is another thing to pay attention to. So how do you get people to like and share your posts without saying please like and share this post? So the best way to do that is to ask questions. This is a better way of getting engagement than just saying comment, like your favorite color or whatever. You can do that, but if you ask genuine questions that people want to engage with, more people will post. And it doesn't have to be some high level, what is holding you back in life. Yeah, actually, that is a really good thing to post. But I'm going to give you an example of something fun that we posted on Holly's Instagram. There's this picture, you might have seen it. It's with two unicorns, and they're both wearing a tutu, but in a completely different way. And both make sense, and both are stupid. So it just has A or B, which one is the correct way for the unicorn to wear a tutu. And so people commented, and I actually checked before this, and it was a very highly engaged post. It was one of the most highly engaged posts for the week that we posted. So that is an example, and we can use that because Holly's thing is unicorns. It fits with her brand. If your thing is dirt bikes, don't post the unicorn picture. But you can find something like that for your audience as well. So you want people to ask questions, and people love that kind of stuff. People love discussing, sharing their opinions. So if you can ask people their opinions on anything, that is a great way to get them to engage. The other way to increase engagement from your Facebook page is to share from other pages. So this is a little bit tricky because if you share something that sucks, it's actually going to hurt you. So make sure that you're sharing top-notch content that your audience really wants to see, videos that are getting a lot of shares, a lot of likes, and if you are sharing this from another page, you'll get more engagement. Holly says, my coach says she asked her peeps what show to binge on next and she was flooded. Yeah, people love talking about TV and Netflix and music and everything. So if you can get their opinion on something, definitely ask. And as long as it goes back to your message, it's okay to post. If it goes with your brand, it's okay to post. People want to get to know you. That is the beauty of social media, is that it doesn't have to be all about business. It can be about getting to know you and your audience. So that is another thing that you can share if you have If you have a lot of pictures to share, maybe you're an artist, a photographer, you will want to share photos from other pages that people like, because that will get bumped up and other people will see them. If you are doing Facebook Lives, it's a good idea to share really popular videos from other pages, because if people watch those videos, then Albert will tell Facebook to give your post with your live to a bunch of other people, which is really cool. Just make sure you're not sharing irrelevant or crappy stuff, because then it will tell Albert that no one wants to see your videos. So he can't tell the difference between lives currently and non-lives. That might change, but for now, that's true. So keep that in mind. So that is just one way to get more engagement, is to be sharing from other pages, especially if they are related to your content. Albert also likes when you tag people. So if you share something from one of your business friends or one of your artist friends, whatever business you're in, tag them in it, because they'll see the post, they'll engage, and people from their page are more likely to see the post and engage. So definitely do that, tag people. Another way to get engagement is to also say something like, tag a friend who could use this, or tag a friend who likes pineapples. Pineapples are my thing, that's why I thought of it. So, but you don't want to do that every single day, because people are going to be like, oh, this is getting annoying. Like, I hate tagging all my friends. But doing it every once in a while is good, and it'll get more people on your page. And I've actually followed people on Instagram from my friends tagging me in things. So it definitely works. And so that is basically how we do it. I'm going to do like a quick recap, because I just gave you a lot of information. So first we have is sharing something from someone's Facebook page versus the source link directly better? Currently, it appears to be doing the same thing. So I think you mean if you copy the link to the post and paste it into a new post versus sharing the post. So it will still, if it's the same exact link, it's still going to come up that you shared the same link. If that changes, I will let you know. The one thing that I would say is that with social media, things are very timely. So if it's a video or image that is, say, about like something that happened that day that's like really hot, sharing it's going to be better rather than copying the link and saving it for later, because people are engaging that day about that topic, and it will come up in your feed. I'm sure you've seen it before. It says like, Holly, Jenna, and 3 others shared this link. And then you can be like, wow, like 5 of my friends shared this link. Let's see what it's about. So if it's something like that, definitely sharing immediately is better. If it's like a video that was posted in like April that you just happened to see floating around, you can copy the link and save it for later. Some of the really popular YouTubers and business gurus, whatever you want to call them, they are going to have videos that are going to be relevant, more evergreen content that's going to be relevant over time. So I hope that answered your question. As far as Albert goes, I'm not sure. We'll have to look into that, but I think it's the same. So I wouldn't stress too much about that. Let's see. Because when you share it, it just shares the link that you copy and pasted. So it's easier, but it's okay to plan ahead. Okay, if anyone else is on and have questions, let me know. You can interrupt me. I won't be upset. So, okay, what we do is Holly comes up with her very, very basic monthly plan. So it's less than a page long. It's really short. And then it's broken down by week. And then each week she sends me her really detailed content. So that is her email that goes out to her list. Right now it's 2 emails. So each email, sometimes they're posted to the blog, sometimes they're not. So she lets me know that information. And then once it's posted to the blog, make sure you change, if you have any tags in there, like their first name, make sure you change that for your blog post. And once that all gets posted, I pull the content from that and I plug it into my content calendar. So it has, a certain amount of times we'll share each link, a certain amount of time we'll share a video, and a couple other things. I make sure to do a post that's engaging, like we talked about with like the unicorn picture or tagging a friend, and a couple other things that you can include as well. That's the basic structure. So I will plan all of that onto the content calendar, and then I put it into social media and schedule it. So I know one thing that people tell me is, oh my gosh, I don't have enough content. Like, there's no way that this can be a week's worth of posts. So what I want to tell you is you just have to get creative. If it's really hard for you, you can have someone help you, but get creative. You pick what can stand alone. So if you wrote a really long email, pick out the sentences that can stand alone. And remember what platform you're posting on. So Instagram, it's in the name, Instagram. You'll want like a high level, like first few sentences, because that's what they're going to see. Facebook, people tend to read a little bit more, so you can post longer chunks on Facebook. And Twitter, of course, you have a character limit, so you have to really, really break it down there. As long as you're staying true to what the sentence or paragraph, what the meaning was, and what the intention behind it was, you're good to go. If you're not asking questions in your copy, take whatever you're doing and ask questions on social media. People love questions. So you do have content, and you literally, I don't know how this came to my mind, but that episode of Friends where Ross is on sabbatical and he's like, Joey, I'm so bored. Like, I just went to the laundromat, the grocery store, I made like 6 phone calls or whatever. And Joey's like, whoa, you just described like a week's worth of stuff. Kind of think about your social media content that way. People want the quick little nuggets on their social media. It's definitely different than an email. So keep that in mind, that you can use like these quick little nuggets. So to answer your theoretical question, if you don't have enough content, you do have enough content. If there is one week where you feel like you do not have enough things to post, maybe you did a sales email and you don't want that on your blog, or you don't want a ton of it on your social media, this is where the checklist comes in. So I mentioned my checklist. We save the checklist every single week. And at the top, I put the top posts for each platform. And that way, if I'm struggling for content, I can go back and see, okay, this post was really good for Facebook. I'm going to post this again. And I also make sure I put as many details as possible on the spreadsheet. So if, for example, we're talking about message, I can just do Control F message, the whole spreadsheet, and find little nuggets that might go with that week and reuse them. So reusing content's okay, because not everyone sees every single post. And each week you're going to have a different goal or a different offer, different message, something different happened to you. So it's okay to repurpose it. And if you know your message, you know your goal, and you know what you're offering, it can all just kind of fall into place. So I totally agree with Holly. Break down your posts into small chunks. It is the best. And that being said, some of it is just going to be a fun little experiment that you're going to do, because every audience is different. So your audience might really like videos, or they might really like articles posted onto Facebook. You never know. So I would just recommend trying out a bunch of different things and keeping track of your reach and seeing what people like. The content plan that we came up with has, it's always improving. It's always changing. So just keep that in mind, that it's not an overnight thing, and it's like a fun little game that you can play to see what your audience likes. So that is our communication plan. That is what we do. It is a big team effort. Neither of us could do it without the other person. So you can do it all yourself. But my thing is, if you like doing it and someone else doesn't, then why not just do it for them? So yeah, make it a game. I love to play. I think of everything as a game, honestly. So that's why I say like it's a puzzle, or like it's a challenge. How many posts can I get out of this one thing? Yes, it's so much better to support. I totally agree. Like, think about like girls like don't like to go to the bathroom by themselves. Like, you can totally go to the bathroom by yourself, but it's for fun with friends. It's kind of like social media. So we have some offers for you today that I want to mention. Thanks for coming. Thanks for watching live and sticking through with us today. So Holly has a really great resource, how to get clear on your message. It's a video series. You can't create content if you don't know what to say. So definitely check that out. That is step 1. Step 2, I am sharing my content calendar with you. It will help you increase your reach and your engagement. And it's on a Google Doc, actually. So I just thought of this idea recently because I've gotten Excel spreadsheets or whatever. So it's on a Google Doc. So if anything in my plan changes, I'll update it and you'll have the most updated content plan available. So these two freebies they work really great together because once you know your message, you can put it out there into social media. The content calendar has when to post your blog link, when to share your Facebook Live, just spots for everything. It includes Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And I also am including a free checklist about posting with purpose, which is also great to go along with uncovering your message because you actually need to know your message to do that worksheet. So they definitely go together. I encourage you to get them both. And if you guys are watching the replay, please post questions and we will be here to answer them. So thank you for coming and I will talk to you guys later.